Boy, Steven Spielberg sure does seem to love his extraterrestrials, and with government disclosure on UFO evidence being such a hot topic these past couple of years, I suppose it's not too surprising that he would be compelled to make a new one. Well, I went to see Disclosure Day last night, and here's my brief spoiler-free thoughts. The main plot revolves around Daniel Kellner, played by Josh O'Connor, who has stolen video proof of aliens going back decades and plans to reveal it to the world. Meanwhile, weatherwoman Margaret Fairchild, played by Emily Blunt, begins speaking in languages she doesn't know and discovers she can suddenly read minds. Driven by an unknown instinctive force, she is drawn to Daniel Kellner, and together they flee the bad guys to try and discover the full truth and reveal it to the world. I won't go into spoilers to what exactly this leads them to discover, but if you watch the trailers, you can honestly piece it together pretty accurately. So, was the movie any good? It was okay. I didn't love it, I didn't hate it. I'm kind of somewhere in between. The film seems to be an attempt at a thought study on how everyone's worldviews would be shaken to the core were aliens actually to be revealed to the public. But since the film is only the events leading up to the possible disclosure, we don't actually see much of the world's reaction to it. Rather, we mostly see a bunch of people talking about what the world's reaction might be. And for something like that, you need strong characters with strong opposing viewpoints that guide the plot. And honestly, there's not a lot of that. Partly because they all spend a lot of the film with other characters that agree with them, so there's not all that much discussion. And partly because the characters aren't very strong. I mean, the two main characters spend most of the film being guided by others or by the aliens in a sort of destiny-like way, and this kind of results in them being very passive to the plot. They don't really drive it along, they just kind of ride along with it, and because of that, we don't really get to know them very well, and they don't have any significant character arcs, and so it kind of just feels like a lot of stuff happens, but nothing happens, if that makes sense. I don't know, it might also be that this is a discussion that I don't find particularly compelling anyway. A lot of the times when it's discussed, it's like, oh, it would shake religions to their core and shatter beliefs. Honestly, as a Christian myself, if I were presented with proof of technologically advanced extraterrestrials, I wouldn't bow down and worship them or question everything. I'd just go, oh look, God created life on other planets. Makes sense. Cool. Hi, nice to meet you. Which, basically, that's the conclusion the one sort of Christian character comes to at the end of the film, so I was kind of grateful for that. I don't know, overall I found the film to be very predictable. Pretty much all of the twists were spelled out in the trailer as well. I'm not usually one to decry trailers for showing too much, but these kind of really did. I don't know, there's a few good scenes in here. I kind of like what it's trying to do, and I like how it does incorporate a lot of already existing alien abduction tropes to tell the story. It helps to make it more interesting and ground it a little more into the real world, but even so, I just don't think this is going to make it onto my top films of the year. I'm not going to say Spielberg's lost his touch. For all I know, he can make a huge masterpiece next. I just don't think this is ever going to be considered one of his strongest films. At least not for me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you see the movie? Are you planning to see the movie? Also, why not? Put in the comments whether you believe in aliens and what you think would happen if aliens were confirmed to exist. Could be an interesting YouTube comment discussion. Just keep it civil. But anyways, that's all I got, guys. See you next time. Bye.